meet Eric.
You can sit there for No, Grandpa's side.
I see it. Everett, can you introduce your friends to your circle? Hi, look at them. What's your name? Liam. Hi, Liam. Nice to meet you. Very nice.
And now here are our starting lineups. First for the visiting Raiders of Seneca Valley High School. Number 1, Adam Davies.
All right, we are ready to rock and roll. Big section matchup between Seneca and North Allegheny. NA coming out. Starting lineup, Bryce Burrows on the left wing, Sinker and up top, along with Evan Anderson on the right side, Sam Pasadelis, Matt Van Kirk, and Jason Roman in the middle, with back four of Jonathan Ross on the left. We have center backs of Jonathan Swan and Ryan Schwartz and Samuel Giannetti playing right back. Both teams are 1-0 in section. Seneca beat Central Catholic, and North Allegheny with the winner against Alderdice on Tuesday. Both these teams projected to finish first and second in section, so tonight is obviously a big game for both. Samuel Giannetti, good ball up to Evan Anderson. He wins the second ball. Matt Van Kirk sends it deep. Evan Anderson got ahead of steam. He's actually faster than that defender. That's good for the future of this game. Ball gets played back to Sam Pasadelis. Bounces back out. Samuel Giannetti wins that ball. Tries to cut inside. Ball gets bounced around. Ends up with Will Sinker. Back to Ryan Schwartz. He pops it up for Bryce Burrows. The ball gets headed back out, and Will Sinker draws the foul. This is going to be a good free kick for NA. Dangerous position, about 30 yards from goal. It's going to be a good opportunity with a ball in the box here. Bryce Burrows with the left foot does a lot of these set pieces for North Allegheny. Jonathan Ross going in for the header. Ball goes in. It's a good ball in, but no one there. Ball gets headed out. Ryan Schwartz hesitates, and Seneca Valley able to step up, and now we're coming back the other way. Jonathan Ross trying to slow down the attack. Doesn't work. Ball is offsides position. Dangerous for NA. Very fortunate that that counterattack honestly just misplayed by Seneca. If that forward holds his run, they could very easily have had a 1B keeper situation, but didn't work out. Sam Pasadelis with a great job to win that ball and keep fighting for it. Oh, looked very close. Did not necessarily look like it, but the referee was right there, offsides on Evan Anderson on that play. Early on, Evan Anderson seems to be faster than the defense for Seneca Valley, so that's great for future long balls. And so we just got to see how this thing plays out. Oh, overlapping run for Seneca. Ball went over the top of the defense into the corner of the box. Ball deflected on the pass back. Samuel Giannetti with a clearance for a Seneca Valley throw-in.
Well, like you're gonna climb the fence. Oh, I can feel like you guys.
Seneca Valley with a long throw, goes into the 18. Headed down, and Samuel Giannetti with the clearance. Ball comes out, collected by Seneca. Sam Pasadelis wins the ball, but then the pass gets given away. Shot by Seneca Valley, it's deflected. JP trying to get to it, but not in time, and we're going to have a corner for Seneca.
We'll just see.
Left-footed in-swinger poor ball, but bounced on the ground, went all the way across the mouth of the goal and out for an NA throw. Incredibly dangerous ball, and I don't understand how no one was able to get a touch on that for either team, but NA fortunate to get out of that without giving up a goal. Goal kick goes to midfield. Matt Van Kirk brings it down. Tries to play it forward for Sam Pasadelis. Ball gets played back by the defender. Sam fighting. We got a foul against North Allegheny, and it's going to be a free kick for Seneca Valley. NA gave up an early goal against Alderdice and ended up going down 2-0 before fighting back for a 3-2 victory. Definitely don't want to be in that position today against a team as strong as Seneca. Jonathan Ross with a great step to win that ball. Matt Van Kirk with a great hustling play to win the ball forward for Evan Anderson. He plays the ball deep for Sam Pasadelis. Sam Pasadelis with a full head of steam going to get to that ball, and he does a great job. I think he shielded that ball out of bounds, not realizing that the defender did not touch it. He got there in time to make a touch, and must have just lost his concentration on that. But again, I think what we're seeing here is NA attackers are definitely having the speed advantage on the defense for Seneca. Goal kick goes to midfield. Ryan Schwartz able to deflect that out of bounds for a Seneca throw. Ryan Schwartz with the clearance. And putting pressure. Oh, Seneca trying to play out of the back dangerously. And doing a good job of pressuring. Offside position again for North Allegheny. Good step. Samuel Giannetti noticing that and taking a step forward, leaving him a good 5, 6, 7 yards offsides on that play. And he plays it short out of the back. Swan to Giannetti on the right side. Giannetti goes long to Anderson. Anderson brings it down. Nice touch. Plays it back. But poor ball, and it gets given away. Ball goes across the field. Bryce Burrows, nice step to get there. Evan Anderson with the touch. That would have worked out really well. Tried to flick that with his heel to Will Sinker, who was running. If he got a clean touch on that, he's going to goal. Jonathan Ross with the throw to Sinker. Unable to turn it forward. And now we're coming back the other way. Seneca Valley charging through. Ball goes through. Samuel Giannetti with a touch away. Good job to get to that ball and keep that ball from going through. Another throw in for Seneca. Ball goes top of the 18. Cleared out by Jason Roman. Bryce Burrows not able to keep it in bounds, so we got another throw for Seneca. And they definitely looking a little more secure, both in middle of the field, winning 50-50 balls, and in defense in general than they did against Alderdice, which is good. Going to need that today against a quality opponent like Seneca Valley. That's going to be a foul on Matt Van Kirk. These free kicks and fouls in the middle of the field seem harmless, but they result in dangerous free kicks for the other team. This ball is going to be lifted into the box. Let's see if any can get a clearance on this. Ball comes in. It's pretty low. And the ball gets a shot taken by Seneca Valley, but it reflects off of somebody and comes back the other way. Sam Pasadelis with a great hustle to stop it. The ball works its way back in. Jonathan Swan very smartly allows Seneca Valley to cut back and leave the ball for him on the touchline. Good awareness and just soccer smarts. Jonathan Swan on that play. Matt Van Kirk with another foul in the middle of the field. He's going to have to be careful pretty soon here. He's going to get a talking to by the referee if that keeps up. Center backs or center mids for Seneca definitely seem very strong. So he's going to have a challenge for the majority of this game. Ball comes in. That's a good opportunity for Seneca. He just did not put that on net. It's a good ball in, a good driving ball in, and wide open Seneca Valley player just unable to get a clean header on that. Ball gets played short to Jonathan Ross, to Bryce Burrows. Burrows inside to Jason Roman. It's a poor ball. Jason able to maintain possession. He tries to go to Samuel Giannetti, but a poor ball. Almost gave that away. Very dangerous. Jonathan Swan there to clean up the mess. He plays it deep to Evan Anderson. Evan Anderson to Will Sinker, but goes long. Bryce Burrows with a great touch. Will Sinker with a great cut. Cuts again. Going into the corner of the 18, and he's able to win a corner for North Allegheny. Great job. Great hustle with the boys just doing everything they can to keep the ball alive and not losing their cool. Will Sinker always cool on the ball, very creative. And that worked out well for NA. 4 guys warming up for Seneca already. Bryce Burrows with the left-footed corner comes in. Jason Roman up for the header, wins it just wide and really not much on it, but just good to see. Always a confidence builder when you can win up and get a header for future corners. Corner goes deep and gets through. Ball gets played deep for Seneca. Jonathan Ross there to knock it away for Seneca Valley. Throw in deep into NA territory. We got a center back running back to take this throw. I'm guessing it's going to be a long throw in. You wouldn't bring a center back forward unless that's the case. Everyone seems to be in the box, and that's what's going to happen here. These are super dangerous. Let's see if NA can handle. So the throw comes, keeper comes out, tries to grab it, and he does. JP with a great job. Justin Miracle looks like he's getting ready to come in for North Allegheny. Coach Bobby not happy with something, and he's going to be making a change. We'll see what that is. Jonathan Ross collects the short ball. Plays to Jason Roman. Roman to Bryce Burrows. Burrows forward, but doesn't really connect. Bryce Burrows wins the ball that's knocked back. Sinker wins the throw-in for NA, and the substitution is coming in. Justin Miracle coming in for Sam Pasadelis. And I thought Sam played very well and fought very hard during that time. I'm not sure what Bobby is doing there, but let's see how this plays out. Ball bounces around a bit, goes out of bounds for another throw-in for North Allegheny. Jonathan Ross taking this. Ball comes into Van Kirk, tries to flick it forward. Ball comes back. Ryan Schwartz wins the header, and the ball comes back. Long touch from Seneca. Samuel Giannetti steps, and the ball gets played out wide. Justin Miracle knocks it out for a Seneca Valley throw. Seneca Valley plays quickly. Ball goes across, streaking player, shot on goal, and that easily could have been a goal with a quality finish. Bryce Burrows late in tracking back with the running midfielder. NA very fortunate that didn't result in a goal. NA having a little trouble getting out of their own end and putting together quality midfield play, similar to what we saw against Alderdice. Will Sinker wins the ball. 1-2 with Evan Anderson. He's in, but the ball was just a bit soft, and he wasn't able to run onto it. If he got played into space, Evan Anderson is gone. Ball at corner of the 18. Seneca crossing the ball in and cleared out by Jason Roman for a Seneca Valley throw. Looks like we got another long throw in coming our way. Not as long this time. Ball gets flicked forward. Jason Roman with the clearance. Little sinker there to try to pressure the midfield, and he does exactly that. It's a foul. No intent there, but it's a foul nonetheless. Seneca Valley player seemed to injure his hand when he went down. Looks like he should be able to stay in the game. Going to be a very dangerous position again for NA. Don't like to be in these places where you're going to have a ball chipped into the box. He's telling him, coach is telling him to take a shot on goal. Let's see what happens. Shot goes on goal. JP with the save. It didn't look pretty, but it ended up being a quality save in the end. Jonathan Ross gets the short ball, collects the short ball, goes along the sinker. Jonathan Partridge.
Oh, there, I didn't see the G.
So ball gets played back. Jonathan Swan back to JP. JP with the clearance. He knocks it forward. Goes to Matt Van Kirk. Beautiful one-touch ball outside the Miracle. Miracle back to Van Kirk. Van Kirk collects and tries to go forward back to Miracle, and unfortunately goes out of bounds. Good combination by NA, just unfortunate that touches weren't able to work out. Seneca trying to do a long throw into the target player, Jonathan Swan, with a great step to knock that out of bounds. Throwing gets knocked forward. Jason Roman wins it to Miracle. Miracle, one touch to Anderson. Anderson able to deflect that ball, but we have a Seneca Valley throw in again. Seneca Valley with 3 more substitutions. Making quite a few changes, including their target player, which he seemed to be dangerous and causing some problems for NA in the back line. Surprised to see him come out. Let's see how this goes for Seneca. Ball gets knocked forward. Evan Anderson, 1v3, heads the ball forward for himself and does a good job of putting pressure on Seneca and results in an NA throw-in. Samuel Giannetti out wide. He takes a throw. Jason Roman. Jason not able to control, loses it. Samuel Giannetti steps up, collects, plays the ball across to Will Sinker. Good ball across the middle. Will cuts across to the right side. Great ball back behind the defensive line. Justin Miracle, first time ball comes across, deflects off a Seneca Valley player, and we have a corner from North Allegheny. It's a good opportunity. Would love to have seen that ball go through. Bryce Burrows is going to take this. Left-footed, going to be an in-swinger. NA pushing forward. Ball comes up and it's in. A header. Evan Anderson, the shot on goal. I'm not sure who that was. Deflected off the goalkeeper. Point blank range. I'm not sure if that was Will Sinker, Jason Roman. Unlucky. NA should be up 1-0. Here we go. Round 2, corner kick, in swinger again. Oh! Evan Anderson with the header, didn't get a clean head on it. A little bit of maybe his neck and shoulder area. Went across the goal, really wasn't even close to the goal frame. Results in a goal kick for North Allegheny. I'm sorry, for Seneca Valley. Seneca Valley goal kick comes out. Midfield, Ryan Schwartz up, and he's got the foul. NA really has to be careful with unnecessary fouls like that in the middle of the field because they result in goal scoring opportunities for the opponent. So whenever possible, there's no real threat, just go straight up. Ball comes in, into the middle. Jason Roman again with the header. He's just a force back there. Nothing's getting through him. Will Sinker with a great touch to Van Kirk. Van Kirk out wide to Miracle. Miracle cuts inside, plays a ball to Matt Van Kirk, but too hard and behind him. Seneca Valley comes back playing through the midfield. Ball comes out wide. Jonathan Ross with a step. He wins it, picks his head up and does a great ball. Just a bit too much on it, but a great ball to Evan Anderson. And Evan Anderson putting pressure on the keeper just before he's able to pick it up. We got 21 minutes left in the first half. Very even. Both teams with scoring opportunities that have not gone in. The ball gets knocked around. Just a miracle. Oh, got clobbered on a football tackle there, and the call is made. Matt Van Kirk out wide, plays quickly to Giannetti. Giannetti with a ball across into the middle. Evan Anderson able to fight for it, but the ball gets knocked away and cleared. Ryan Schwartz putting pressure again. Another foul. These are silly fouls, unnecessary. And he's going to have to clean that up. Ball connected to Van Kirk, unable to do so. Seneca plays it wide. Samuel Giannetti able to get the rebound on an errant pass and knock it forward to Will Sinker. Will Sinker collects it and plays it back to Ross. And Ross back to Swan in the middle, and NA is going to play out of the back. The ball goes wide to Justin Miracle, just over his head. Throw in for Seneca. So the ball gets knocked around a bit. Seneca Valley with it, trying to go forward. Jonathan Ross wins it. He plays a deep ball to Evan Anderson. Evan Anderson there, heads the ball forward, trying to head it back to himself, but goes straight to the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper clears it out for a North Allegheny throw. Samuel Giannetti looking for Jason Roman, finds him. Jason Roman tries to cut inside, loses possession. Dangerous opportunity. And they putting pressure on the clearance and able to at least stop a counterattack, an immediate counterattack from Seneca. The ball goes forward, Jonathan Ross to Swan. And they're very comfortable playing out of the back, and Seneca not really putting much pressure on them when they do. Ball comes bouncing back after a clearance from Seneca. Jonathan Swan with it, plays it out wide to Miracle. Justin Miracle cuts inside, picking his head up. Good idea to find Sinker, but unable to get there. And the ball from Jason Roman, intended for Evan Anderson, and just a bit long, ends up in the goalkeeper's hands. Goalkeeper knocks that ball long. Header goes back to Jonathan Ross. Jonathan Ross plays it back. Bryce Burrows not able to get there in time, and Seneca maintains possession. Jonathan Ross with a great tackle. Does a great job of winning that ball. The throw-in goes to Seneca Valley, but Bryce Burrows able to clear that away, and North Allegheny is going to end up with a throw near midfield. Will Sinker looking long for Evan Anderson. The header comes back. Will Sinker going to collect that ball. Picks his head up, and nice move to get around a defender, but unfortunately the ball goes out of bounds. So Seneca Valley, 2 more subs coming in. They're definitely keeping fresh legs and rotating a lot of players. Throwing for Seneca. Jonathan Ross comes up and knocks it back out for another Seneca throw. Game is very even right now, as we would expect. No team really dominating possession. NA seeming to have a little bit better run of play here in the last few minutes. And it seems like someone just needs a break to happen. Ball gets headed away. Samuel Giannetti with the throw-in. He's got players, he's got room, he's got Van Kirk, and he finds him. Matt Van Kirk moving forward. I don't think he realized the space he had. Ends up losing possession. Seneca keeps the ball. Ball goes out of bounds for a Seneca throw. Samuel Giannetti. NA able to knock the ball away. Ball goes back to JP. JP with the clearance. Clearance goes out to midfield for a Seneca Valley throw-in. Neither team really able to keep possession of the ball, keep the ball on the ground, and create. Not sure if it's just errant passes, quality defending. Either way, the combination isn't working out for either team at this point. Jonathan Swan with a long ball forward for Evan Anderson. He's able to flick it. Will Sinker ends up with the second ball. Ball ends up bouncing wide past Jonathan Ross. Seneca Valley with it, maintains possession. Matt Van Kirk with a great track back to win possession. 1-2 with Sinker to Burrows, back to Sinker. Will Sinker, oh! That is a bad tackle. It's got to be a yellow card. It's got to be a yellow card. Will Sinker is fine, gets up and he goes forward. This is going to be a free kick for North Allegheny. Ball goes played short to Jonathan Ross. Jonathan Ross cuts out, tries to play Bryce Burrows. Would have been nice if they could have got in, but it doesn't. Ball gets thrown in to Sinker. Sinker collects it, brings it down, tries to cut in, and gets another throw in. Not sure if Johnny has a long throw or not. We're about to find out. Ball goes in again to Sinker with time and space. Bryce Burrows from an offside position. We got to be smarter than that, boys. So just a wasted opportunity for North Allegheny. The free kick taken from the back out to midfield. Seneca wins, but a bad touch knocks forward. Evan Anderson keeps possession of the ball, able to fight through. Ball gets cleared out wide, and it's going to result in an NA throw. Bryce Burrows turns, finds Sinker with, again, time and space. Will Sinker goes down, no foul called. NA able to keep possession. Bryce Burrows wins the ball. Cross goes across the middle. Oh my goodness. That was an errant cross that looked like it almost went in. So, substitution for North Allegheny coming into the game is Phil Iozzi coming in for Will Sinker, and now for Bryce Burrows, and Will Sinker slides out to the left mid. I really like this move. Gonna result in some more balls in the box, I believe, for NA. We're going to see what happens. Jonathan Ross wins the second ball on the goal kick with a great turn in the middle of the field, and he fouls the midfielder. Ball comes back. Seneca, knowing that the back is out of position, plays quickly and gives the ball away. Will Sinker throws the ball in. He finds Phil Iozzi. The ball comes back out again for an NA throw. 13 minutes remaining in the first half. And although an occasional opportunity here or there, nothing super concrete and very little that's been created from either team. So just very evenly played at this point. Another substitution for Seneca Valley. Throwing comes in. Jason Roman with the clearance, gets cleared away, and Jonathan Swan with a ball that goes out of bounds, but NA not talking to each other because he certainly had time, and they need to communicate better. Looked like a clear handball, not called by anyone. Jason Roman, or Matt Van Kirk winning the ball. He's fouled by Seneca Valley, and we move forward. Obviously in a rival game, you're going to have a physical game. It really hasn't been dirty by any means. It's been actually a fun game to watch, not many fouls. Ball gets played short out of the back. Samuel Giannetti with the ball from Schwartz. He goes forward. He finds Phil Iozzi. Phil keeps the ball. He knocks it out to Justin Miracle. Justin Miracle gets it. He streaks up the right side, looking across the ball. Ball goes across. Great ball in! Seneca defender able to come back. Samuel Giannetti gets the clearance. He brings it down. He finds Phil Iozzi. Phil turns. He's got time and space. Back to Samuel Giannetti. Samuel Giannetti with a ball into the box. It's a great ball in. And again, that's cleared out by Seneca. Cleared out to the side. Samuel Giannetti there to stop the attack. Ball goes into the midfield. And Seneca Valley moving forward. It's a good run. Jonathan Ross, keeper JP coming out of the goal. He needs to stay in the goal there with a defender on the ball. No need to come out unless you know you're going to get that ball. Luckily, nothing bad happened there. Substitution by Seneca Valley, and we're going to have a long throw in coming in. JP comes out, wins that ball. This would be a great time for a quick kick. He decides to hang on to it. We were 2v2 up top. He plays it wide to Will Sinker. Will Sinker gets the ball, collects. He's going to go deep. He finds Evan Anderson. Evan Anderson there makes a turn off his hand, but no call there. Again, keeps the ball. Great ball in to Matt Van Kirk. Van Kirk, had Phil Iozzi and just unable to get it through. Will Sinker keeps possession. Oh, very hard foul on Will Sinker. It was not so much a tackle by any means as it was someone else behind him also knocking him over. So dangerous, very dangerous free kick for North Allegheny. Ball's about 22 yards away from net, right on the corner of the 18. You're going to have a dangerous ball in. Seneca with nobody forward. NA playing with 2 back and everyone else in the box. 3-man wall for Jonathan Ross. I don't expect a shot on goal. Let's see what happens here. Jonathan Ross approaches to ball in, hits the wall, and it's out for an NA throw. Definitely not what you want on that play. You want to be able to have a goal-scoring opportunity. Ball comes in, play to Sinker. He's able to, with a fake, cuts back in, gets the ball. That's all right. He was definitely trying to create some space for himself and did an excellent job of doing so. Just his touch failed him on the last touch. Throw-in comes in for Seneca, and they head it back toward their own goal. Phil Iozzi wins it. Matt Van Kirk unable to keep possession, cutting inside. Ball gets cleared out, won by Jonathan Ross. Jonathan Ross plays it back to Ryan Schwartz. Ryan Schwartz to Giannetti. Giannetti turns, picks his head up, looks inside, finds Phil Iozzi. Phil Iozzi unable to maintain possession. Rough touch there, and the ball comes out. Ryan Schwartz heads it back. Jason Roman cannot get there in time, but Ryan Schwartz is able to win possession. Jonathan Ross. And they're playing well for the most part on the back line. It's a good, smart touch by Jonathan Swan on that. Just unable to connect with Johnny Ross on the outside on that play. Field is starting to tilt a little bit. Seneca Valley seemed really strong in the midfield at the start of the game, and NA seems to be winning more of these 50-50 balls as the game goes on. Bad ball back from Seneca to Evan Anderson, and Evan Anderson trying to find Phil Iozzi, unable to get the ball through, and then trying to find Justin Miracle, and just not a good ball. Cleared by the Seneca goalkeeper. Seneca heads the ball back. Giannetti trying to win it, flicks the ball forward, and we have a foul on Seneca Valley, resulting in an NA free kick. We have just under 8 minutes remaining in the first half. Still 0-0, very even. Ball goes wide to Giannetti. Giannetti to Jason Roman. Jason Roman, good fake to keep possession of the ball. He finds Johnny Ross. Johnny Ross cuts the ball back inside, picks his head up. He's got time and space. He flicks the ball forward. Great ball into the middle. Cleared out by Seneca Valley, but dangerous ball. All those balls are very dangerous. One of these eventually is going to fall and result in an opportunity. Throw in to Phil Iozzi on the left side. He cuts it back from Matt Van Kirk with a touch inside. Unable to get to the ball before the keeper. Great job, Phil Iozzi, keeping that ball alive, and just great touch to create an opportunity for NA. Kind of get the sense that something's about to happen here. Ball comes forward, headed out wide. Attacker for Seneca slips and unfortunately loses possession. Johnny not able to clear the ball, and foul by Will Sinker. And this is going to be a dangerous free kick. NA had a similar one on the other side where the ball went off the wall. NA going without a wall here. We're about 23 yards out, just outside the corner of the 18 on the right side. Ball goes toward the goal, hits the crossbar. Keeper was not expecting a shot at all, was completely playing the cross, and that ball looked like it was going in. Seneca Valley with more substitutions after that. Goal kick won by Seneca. Ball ends up. JP on the comes out to clear that ball. Ends up taking his own man out. on a very awkward save. Ball goes across the box and cleared out by Samuel Giannetti. Very, very shaky right now. Last couple plays in net for North Allegheny. Sam Pasadelis is up and get ready to come back in the game. Long throw in for Seneca. It actually comes short. Samuel Giannetti steps up, wins that ball, and then knocks it forward, looking for Evan Anderson. Unable to get there, however, and the end results in a Seneca Valley throw in.
Stay in this area, okay?
Throwing goes forward. Ryan Schwartz with the defense. Samuel Giannetti now on that side. Player dribbles it out of bounds for an NA throw. We're going to have a substitution now for North Allegheny. Sam Pasadelis comes in for Evan Anderson. Worked very hard in the first half. Had a good first half. Probably tired. Needs a rest here. And we know that Sam Pasadelis is going to work hard when he's in there. Oh, ball comes forward. Justin Miracle fighting, deflecting the ball forward, and again deflecting the ball forward. Sam Pasadelis fighting for this. Able to really cause some problems for the Seneca defense, and it ends up in a Seneca throw. Ball goes deep. Samuel Giannetti trying to win that. He knocks it backwards. It goes to Jonathan Swan. He plays it wide for Will Sinker. Will with a right-footed flick to Phil Iozzi. Phil keeps the ball, keeps possession, tries to find Sinker back, but loses possession of the ball. Ball goes forward. It's a long ball and it's deep. Ryan Schwartz and Jonathan Swan are there. Ball gets played back to JP. JP tries to clear it, and a missed kick results in a Seneca Valley throw. 4 minutes remaining in the game. Ball comes forward, played back by Seneca. Aaron Lee and now Seneca Valley running backwards. Ball gets played all the way across the field, but Will Sinker there to put some pressure on this play. Will Sinker gets to the ball first and ends up winning an NA throw. Good hustle by Will Sinker on that play. He throws the ball quickly back in to Phil Iozzi. It's going to result Seneca Valley not clearing it. Unfortunately, Will could not get to that ball, and there's another foul. Just a late tackle, no malintent. We're about 27 yards away from goal. And this is a ball that needs to get in. Can't afford another mishit ball on this. We need to create a goal scoring opportunity here with 3 minutes remaining in the first half.
It's like 7 yards, 10 yards. 7 yards.
Ball comes in. It's a good ball in. Gets cleared out by Seneca Valley. Jonathan Ross try to challenge that. And with the foul. That's actually a great foul. If that's the case, completely killed the Seneca Valley attack. If you're Seneca Valley, you can't be happy with that call right now. Ball gets played forward. Jonathan Ross steps up, wins a header. Phil Iozzi up to the challenge. Results in a handball by Phil Iozzi. Oh, not a handball, but a foul. And Seneca plays quickly. Good hustle by Will Sinker on the tackle. Ooh, man, got a little turf burn on that one. That doesn't look like it's going to feel good. Just under 2 minutes remaining. Swan plays it back short to Ryan Schwartz. Ryan Schwartz goes deep and gives the ball away. Samuel Giannetti wins that ball, tries to play it deep to Sam Pasadelis, and gets knocked out for a North Allegheny throw-in. Throw-in comes in to Matt Van Kirk, back to Giannetti. Giannetti popping it forward, looking for Sam Pasadelis. Ball comes out of bounds again. Minute and a half remaining in the first half. Justin Miracle this time leaves the ball for Samuel Giannetti. Throw-in goes far, looking for Sam Pasadelis, unable to get there. Ball comes back out, now creating an opportunity for Seneca Valley. Seneca Valley on the counterattack after that giveaway. NA very lucky not to give up a goal right there. We have just under a minute remaining, not a time that you want to be giving up a goal. Corner kick is coming from the left side. It's going deep, far corner of the box. Gets headed in. And NA now with numbers up top. This needs to be a quick release. He's hanging onto the ball. The ball goes out, but now Seneca Valley able to get back. Ball comes out, flicked by Seneca. Jonathan Swan with the clearance. 20 seconds left. San Pasadelos wins it. Tries to go forward, unable to get it. Ball comes back to Giannetti. Giannetti takes a touch, plays it forward, finds Phil Iozzi. Ball goes out of bounds, and we are just seconds away from the half ending. We are going to end this first half 0-0. We are ready to start second half.
Let's go in A!
North Allegheny and Seneca 0-0. Let's see if we have a regulation winner. Everybody's ready to go, and we are underway. And they coming out the way they ended, playing out of the back. Ball goes back. Jonathan Swan plays wide to Will Sinker, who's wide open. Carries the ball forward, looking to play 1-2 with Phil Iozzi, but they just were not communicating. Ball goes back. Jonathan Ross wins it. Back to Swan. Swan with space and time. Cuts inside. Plays the ball deep. Goes forward to Phil Iozzi. Phil pushed a little bit in the back. No foul called. The ball gets popped out and won by Seneca. Jonathan Ross with a nice touch to maintain possession as the ball went forward. Plays it out wide to Sinker. Will Sinker with a long touch, but the ball bounces off a Seneca player and results in a throw-in for NA. Will Sinker with a throw up to Phil Iozzi. Phil trying to keep possession, fights hard. 50-50 ball, knocked out by Seneca. Ball ping-ponged along the side and just continuing NA 5-10 yards at a time and working their way up with throw-ins. And yet another one. Sinker leaves this one for Ross. Ross with a throw into the 18. Header comes out, touched by Anderson to Ross. The cross gets deflected by Seneca, and there's an offside call. Jason Roman was there, but offsides. Free kick comes to midfield. Won by NA. Van Kirk back to Ross. Ross to Sinker, and the touch goes out of bounds for a Seneca throw. Throwing goes deep. Jonathan Ross tries to flick it away. Great tackle by Johnny Ross. Johnny Ross picks his head up, looking to find somebody deep. Evan Anderson, offsides. Second time that Evan's done that. He's faster than the defense. Should be giving himself a little extra space to make sure that that doesn't happen. Wasted opportunity. Handball by Seneca Valley, but the foul is going to be called on North Allegheny. And this is going to be about 35 yards out. And again, dangerous play, dangerous foul. Seneca Valley player, attacker with his back toward the goal. No need to foul in that situation. Just hold them up and allow them to, just don't let them turn on you. Ball comes forward. JP comes out and doesn't get the ball, leaving a wide open header for Seneca. Keeper comes out like that. You got to be confident that you're going to win the ball. And unfortunately, that didn't happen. That's just a series, I think, of mental breakdowns for North Allegheny. Seneca didn't do anything necessarily to earn that. An ill-advised foul in midfield that turned into a dangerous opportunity. And now North Allegheny down 1-0 with 37 minutes remaining in the second half.
Time of the goal, 2 minutes, 50 seconds of the second half.
From the kickoff, a throw in and a quick throw in, and now North Allegheny deep into Seneca Valley territory. Will Sinker with a throw. Looking to throw it deep. We've got players off the NA bench and are starting to warm up. Ball into Jason Roman. Jason Roman back to Will Sinker. Will Sinker with a right-footed shot, but well over the target. Seneca Valley goal kick. Ball comes to midfield, brought down by Seneca. Not able to keep possession, and the ball goes out of bounds. Jason Roman leaves the throw in for Samuel Giannetti. Giannetti finds Pasadelis. Pasadelis able to turn, very nice turn, takes it toward the touchline, passes the ball back. He finds Evan Anderson with a shot on goal deflected. Pasadelis, the ball comes back. He crosses the ball into the middle. And unfortunately, no one there for NA, and Seneca Valley keeper able to grab that. Jonathan Ross wins the punt, but it bounces out. Samuel Giannetti back, passes the ball back to JP, who clears it out to midfield. Seneca wins that header, and the ball comes back again. Jonathan Ross gets pushed in the back, no call. He wins the second ball. It comes to him looking for Pasadelis, but the ball gets cleared away. Samuel Giannetti. Ball comes forward. Van Kirk to Pasadelis. Pasadelis looking to go touchline, didn't work. Van Kirk brings it down. He goes wide back to Pasadelis, but the ball goes out for North Allegheny throw. Evan Anderson with the ball, turns, he's fouled, and free kick for North Allegheny in midfield. Ball gets played short to Pasadelis. Pasadelis looking to cut inside, looking for space. He plays it back to Ryan Schwartz. Ryan Schwartz puts his head up and he goes out wide to Jonathan Ross. Ross to Sinker. Sinker not ready for the ball, and results in a Seneca throw. Ross with the header. Ball ends up with Phil Iozzi. Phil Iozzi able to turn a defender. He goes up the sideline, and that's a foul. Defender all over Phil, and this is a dangerous ball. Right just outside the corner of the 18. And a good opportunity for North Allegheny. Matt Van Kirk going to take this free kick. Everybody back for Seneca. They have a two-man wall. Ball comes in. Dangerous ball. Will Sinker with the header. Unable to get the ball on frame. Will Sinker, not the tallest player, but he wins the ball in the air quite a bit. Does a great job to use his body to create space. Good opportunity for North Allegheny. Samuel Giannetti with the throw, finds Phil Iozzi. Ball comes to midfield. Matt Van Kirk with the tackle. He got the ball, but he went through a player to get it. The referee calls a foul. No card. As far as I'm concerned, a good foul. It stops the attack. Referee is going to talk to the player. Van Kirk talking to, but no card. And we move forward. Again, smart foul in the middle of the field, that deep, to prevent a counterattack. And we are underway. Jason Roman with the clearance. Ball comes back out for Seneca. And this time Jonathan Swan with the clearance. Evan Anderson with a dangerous play, and another free kick for Seneca Valley. JP unable to control that ball. Luckily gets cleared by North Allegheny. Comes back out. NA putting pressure. Van Kirk wins the ball. He finds Sam Pasadelis. Samuel Giannetti with a ball deep. He finds Evan Anderson. Evan Anderson there. Gets the touch. Evan Anderson apparently offsides on that play. Evan with a header that was deflected by the goalkeeper. Dangerous opportunity for North Allegheny. Evan Anderson offsides on the play.
When the ball's played.
Free kick for Seneca, flicked on, cleared by Ross. Ball bouncing around the 18, cut back by Seneca Valley, and taken away by Jason Roman. Will Sinker looking for Evan Anderson. Evan Anderson unable to hold off the defender. And now Seneca cutting in. Good job by Ryan Schwartz to win that tackle. Clears the ball forward to Van Kirk. Van Kirk to Phil Iozzi, or Evan Anderson, excuse me. Loses possession. Samuel Giannetti stepping up. Samuel Giannetti knocks it forward, looking for Phil Iozzi. Ball gets played back for Seneca Valley. Seneca goalkeeper plays the ball deep. Jason Roman wins the header, and Matt Van Kirk ends up with the ball. Will Sinker unable to keep possession. Jonathan Ross with a great job winning that ball. Keeps possession. He finds Will Sinker. Will Sinker cuts inside, torches a defender on that play. What a move. Keeps possession. Ball gets knocked out for a North Allegheny throw-in. Actually, ball's going to go to Seneca, and now both teams are substituting. Coming into the game for North Allegheny, Sam Maldia and Bryce Burrows, and exiting are Sam Pasadelis and Will Sinker, it looks like. Ball comes in, but unable to be controlled by Seneca Valley, and we have a throw-in now for NA. Jonathan Ross plays the ball in, looking for Matt Van Kirk. Knocked away by Seneca. Ball bounces around a little bit. Seneca ends up with the ball. Samuel Giannetti with a great step to win the ball in the middle of the field, and again, and gets called for a handball on that clearance. Ball comes forward on a quick play. Jonathan Ross not ready, but Jonathan Swan is there, and he's able to clear the ball out of bounds for a Seneca Valley throw. So this is going to be a long throw in for Seneca Valley. Dangerous opportunity.
Yeah, I know. I was just showing you.
Throw comes in. Jonathan Ross with the clearance. Ball ends up back at Seneca, the corner of the 18. Clearance up. Seneca with numbers. Sam Maldia able to go up and at least get a body on the ball. Ends up to Van Kirk. Van Kirk to Jonathan Ross. He plays deep to Anderson. Anderson putting pressure on the defender. Ball goes out of bounds for an NA throw. Throwing comes in. Evan Anderson brings it down. He finds Jason Roman. Roman back to Anderson. Anderson with a shot well wide of the target. Deflected, however, and results in a corner kick for North Allegheny. Bryce Burrows going to be putting this into play. Left-footed corner and swinger. Ball comes in deep to the corner of the 18. Jason Roman with the winner. That's a header. It is in. Actually, Phil Iozzi with the rise up. Powerful header. Goes near post. And that ball's in the back of the net. We are tied 1-1 with 27:38 remaining in the first half. What a goal. Phil Iozzi. Great header.
Goal was scored by number 12, Phil Iozzi.
Was it?
Time of the goal, 12
Was
minutes,
it?
22 seconds.
It wasn't?
The second
I thought it
half,
was.
Iozzi with the goal.
I was waiting. Let's go, boys!
We are forward. Apparently there's a question on who scored that goal. I'll review the tape later. It may have been Jason Roman. We will see. We are now back in. Game is 1-1. Seneca Valley keeper with the ball, 27 minutes remaining. Sam Maldia with a foul midfield. Seneca hasn't had a chance to see Maldia on the field. Haven't seen his speed yet. He definitely is going to be able to cause some problems if NA can find an opportunity to get him into space. It should be interesting. Seneca ball comes in deep. Won by their attacker. Ball goes out wide, however, overrun and able to be cleared by Jonathan Ross. Jonathan Ross, that ball is won by Seneca. Gets put back into the middle. Ryan Schwartz with the header. Again knocked away by Swan. Swan hits it wide to Ross. Ross to Burrows. Burrows gets knocked down. Burrows back up again, wins the header. Ball bouncing around on the right side of the field. No need for a foul there. Ball gets bounced around and it's going to end up in a goal kick for North Allegheny. Coming back into the game is Will Sinker. Sinker looks like he's coming in for Phil Iozzi. Goal kick for NA comes out to midfield. Ball is bouncing around, won by Jason Roman. Evan Anderson. Evan Anderson tries to cut inside, unable to beat the defender, loses possession, and we're going back the other way. Ball gets played out wide, but it's out of bounds for an NA throw. Ball comes in. Evan Anderson to Ross. Ross back to Jason Roman. Jason Roman loses possession with the forward coming in from behind. No communication. Ball gets played in wide deep. This is a dangerous opportunity for Seneca. Ball gets cut back up top of the box. JP with the deflection out wide. Samuel Giannetti there. But the ball gets cleared back into the middle. And Seneca is there with the go-ahead goal. Back underway, 2-1 Seneca Valley. Sam Maldia down on that collision, seems to be injured. Ball gets played out of bounds, but Maldia back on his feet, telling the refs he's okay. And Seneca going to throw the ball back in to North Allegheny. And we're back underway. So we had 24 minutes remaining in second half. Seneca Valley now leading 2-1. And NA's got some work to do. Throw-in comes in. Seneca Valley keeping possession, playing the ball back. Ball goes to the right back. Sam Maldia puts pressure on the defender who misplays the ball, but NA unable to capitalize on that. Samuel Giannetti does a good job to step in. Winning, not allowing Seneca to turn. Good job. Foul there on Matt Van Kirk, and again, just a silly foul. It's going to give an opportunity to Seneca. NA definitely with numbers in the box. We just have to make sure that we get a clearance on this ball. Becomes a free kick. It's actually a shot to the near post. Ball was wide, but JP had that covered. Goal kick for North Allegheny. Goal kick comes wide to Maldia. Gets played out to Jason Roman. Jason Roman goes back wide to Burrows. Burrows to Ross. Ross cuts the ball back inside, looking to keep possession. Now he's got his back to the goal and looking to play negative. Ball goes to Swan. Swan tries to play forward for Anderson, who was probably offsides, but didn't win the ball. Throw in for North Allegheny. Ball goes to Anderson. Anderson to Van Kirk. Van Kirk keeping possession, finds Burrows. Burrows looking for a 1-2 with Anderson, didn't get there. Ryan Schwartz knocks the ball out of bounds for a Seneca throw. Seneca Valley with the ball on the right touch line. Looks like there's going to be a cross coming around, and JP able to get there and clean that up. Still plenty of time left for North Allegheny to get this game tied yet once again. It's a good pump by JP. Ball goes to midfield, still bouncing around, no one able to bring it down. Ball ends up, Janetti able to finally win it to Sinker. Sinker looking to connect with Van Kirk, but the ball is long. The ball gets played deep for Seneca, and now Ryan Schwartz defending along the left side, able to slow down the defender. Ball gets played inside. Samuel Janetti coming back, but the attacker cuts inside, and Jonathan Swan able to step forward and block the shot. Seneca plays the ball in, looking for a ball across the box. JP is there to knock the ball wide for a Seneca throw on the far side of the field. Good job by JP to come out and get a hand on that ball. Throwing for Seneca, deep into the box. Ball gets headed up, bounced around, ends up at San Maldia's feet, and he's able to clear it out. We have a Seneca Valley throw. Ball has spent a lot of time on the NA side of the field. Samuel Janetti able to stop that, but the ball gets cleared out. Finally bumped around. Jonathan Ross able to get there. He finds Sinker. Sinker not able to get a clean touch on it, but Jonathan Ross stays forward, wins the ball. Sinker is in. Oh, unable to come up clean. That was a spinning ball bouncing in. Maldia wins the cleanup there. Sinker looking across for Burrows. Matt Van Kirk able to get a touch on the ball. He gets deflected out. Let's see if Bryce can get to this ball. He does, into the corner. Tries to cross, deflected by a Seneca Valley player, and the ball comes out to Jonathan Ross. Ball goes up into the middle. A lot of NA players in the box. Ends up at Sam Maldia's feet. He's back to Janetti. Janetti with the shot, but he's wide right. It's a great opportunity for North Allegheny. Referee looked like he was going to blow the whistle, offsides on somebody, but it ended up at Maldia, and he was maybe the only one who was not in offside position at the time. A lot of fresh legs in for Seneca Valley.
Good job, Matt.
Matt Van Kirk comes out. And entering the game for Van Kirk is JD Renats. Goal kick for Seneca results in a foul. JD with the foul, and we're going to be going the other way. Ball gets played deep. Samuel Janetti chests it down. Gets a touch to keep the pass from being complete. Ball gets knocked away. Eventually Jason Roman with the clearance. Ryan Schwartz with a deflection. Sam Maldia Back to Schwartz. Schwartz unable to keep possession, but fights for it, and we've got a Seneca throw. Boys are battling hard. Throw-in comes in. Ball results in a bad pass goes out of bounds for Seneca. Coming into the game is Justin Miracle, coming in for Sam Aldia. Throwing goes to J.D. Renats. J.D. Renats loses the ball. Comes back to Seneca. Dangerous opportunity for them with a give and go. Great tackle by Jonathan Swan to keep Seneca from getting a shot on goal. North Allegheny with another substitution. And this time, Owen Smith coming in, Samuel Giannetti coming out. .42 remaining. Evan Anderson wins the ball after the throw. Had Will Sinker, but much too heavy a touch. Ball ends up in the keeper's hands. Seneca Valley keeper plays the ball out. Ryan Schwartz heads the ball, goes the wrong direction. Owen Smith there. Ooh, that looked like a foul. Very lucky that that was not in the box. Referee is calling it just outside. And it's going to be a very dangerous opportunity here for Seneca. North Allegheny, 4 men in the wall. Seneca's had some very good shots on goal. Here we go. Ball gets played, and just fortunate for NA, just a wasted opportunity for Seneca. And NA gets to breathe a sigh of relief on that one. Ball gets played short to Jonathan Swan. Dangerous ball, handcuffs him. Ryan Schwartz ends up with the ball, and he clears it out. Ball ends up with Seneca. And NA now battling back. Jonathan Swan able to step forward. JP comes out to win a ball. Ball gets cleared away. Evan Anderson wins a header. Sinker chasing down the defender. Played back to the keeper. Keeper knocks it forward. Jason Roman is there after stumbling with the referee. Unable to win possession. The ball gets cleared out wide. It's going to end up in a North Allegheny throw. Ball gets thrown into J.D. Renats. He tries to flick it forward. Cleared out by Seneca. And now they have the ball at midfield. Ball goes out of bounds for a North Allegheny throw. And another one. Zoa Peterson coming into the game. Zoa coming in for Ryan Schwartz. So it looks like he's going to be playing at the left back position. Jonathan Ross stepping back into the middle. And Zoa taking the throw in for North Allegheny. Ball gets flicked forward and put out of bounds again for yet another North Allegheny throw in. Throw in comes in. Evan Anderson tries to head the ball back, but ends up clearing it from his own side. Seneca Valley ends up with the ball and now going forward. Pass forward, just misplayed. There's a collision in the middle of the field, but no foul. NA now playing out of the back. So Peterson, he finds Swan. Swan, dangerous play, trying to dribble the attacker, but he gets fouled on the play. I'm not sure that there was really much of a foul there. And NA keeps possession. Jonathan Ross to Owen Smith. Owen Smith looking forward, trying to find Will Sinker. NA just not able to connect on their passes. And a handball bouncing around. Ends up with a free kick for North Allegheny. Jonathan Ross going to take this. Far away from goal, but still an opportunity to knock this into the box. Jonathan Ross plays the ball. Keeper is there. He goes up. Ball ends up at a corner kick from North Allegheny. Seneca keeper came out, was able to get a hand on it, but jumped over one of his players to do it. Went straight to the ground, and the ball bounced around. Dangerous opportunity for North Allegheny with just under 12 minutes remaining here in the second half. North Allegheny looking for a tie. J.D. Renats with the corner. Ball comes in. Oh, dangerous ball, tight to the line. And ball ends up going out the other side for an NA throw. Justin Miracle taking the throw. Throws it into Will Sinker. Will Sinker turns, cuts the defender, cuts again, heel back to Miracle. Miracle with a ball cross, and the ball gets knocked in! That is an own goal! That is pretty fortuitous for North Allegheny. But again, you put the ball in front of the net and stuff happens, and that's exactly what happened. There were players there to put the ball. So now we are 11 minutes. It was an own goal. Yeah. 11 minutes remaining.
Goal scored by the Tigers at 28-48 of the second half.
So we are tied 2-2. And looking very similar to the other night at Alderdice, Jonathan Swan misplayed a ball and gathered himself, was able to get the ball out. Jonathan has had a very good game today. Coach Bobby giving him the business right now. Ball getting knocked around. Jason Roman with the clearance, but Seneca ends up with the ball.
Go Tigers!
Unable to keep possession, they dribble out of bounds, and NA now pushing forward. NA certainly got to have some momentum, and with the most recent goal here, looking for an opportunity to just put the game away with a goal here before regulation. Ball gets knocked forward. Jonathan Ross with a step, able to get there, plays it forward for J.D. Renats, but J.D. unable to keep possession. Ball goes out of bounds for North Allegheny. And Owen Smith with the throw-in. Will Sinker. Will Sinker wins another throw-in for North Allegheny. Coming into the game, number 22, Sam Pasadelis. Pasadelis coming in for Evan Anderson. Very similar players, a lot of speed, a lot of strength up on top. Let's see if Sam Pasadelis might be able to get a game winner here. Ball goes in straight to Pasadelis, gets a touch on it, tries a turn, just didn't have enough room, and the ball goes out for a Seneca goal kick. Goal kick comes out. Justin Miracle is there, unable to get there. Owen Smith keeps the ball for North Allegheny. Won by JD, but he loses it. The ball goes out to Jason Roman. Jason Roman with a pass intended for Pasadelis. Ball gets knocked around a bit, eventually out to Justin Miracle, and ball gets deflected off of Miracle's foot and ends up for a Seneca throw. Ping-ponging around, NA ends up winning possession of the ball. J.D. Renats gets a touch, but it's heavy and ends up in the keeper's hands. Kick goes out to midfield. Jonathan Ross wins the header. Renats up for the header. It comes down. He's able to finally get the ball at his feet. tries to knock it forward blindly. Ball bounces around. Owen Smith wins the ball, but we have Seneca pushing forward. Throwing goes deep into the area. Jonathan Swan with a clearance. That comes off Seneca. They're able to keep it from going out of bounds, but not the touchline, and we have an NA throw. The ball gets knocked around, but Zoa Peterson with the ball at his feet and time. He finds Bryce. Bryce picks his head up, looking to find Sam Pasadelis, and he does. If he can keep it in bounds, and he does. He's streaking toward the goal. He's got one defender to beat. Good tackle by the Seneca defender when Sam Pasadelis was slowing down a bit to look where he was going to go. He got caught from behind. The ball goes out wide for Seneca. Oh, the referee came very close to calling a PK and changed his mind. Whistle at his mouth and pulled it away at the last second. NA very lucky that Zoa Peterson was not called on a foul on that play. We have a throw-in now for Seneca. 7 minutes remaining in regulation. We are 2-2. This is going to be a long throw. It comes deep into the box. Header won by Seneca. Oh, the goalkeeper was obstructed. No foul is called. And the shot goes clear over the goalpost. NA very lucky to get out of that one. Someone's got to get a body on that player and not allow him to stand in front of the goalkeeper on those throw-ins. Pasadelis up to win the header. Ball ends up with J.D. Renats. J.D. Renats unable to keep possession in the middle of the field. Ball comes to Seneca with a stab, Jonathan Ross, and he's fouled from behind. Great job by Jonathan Ross to come up and win that ball. Frustrating the Seneca attackers tonight. Ball gets played short to Owen Smith. Owen Smith turns, he's got time, he's got space. He plays the ball forward, gets deflected off of the Seneca player. It ends up Justin Miracle. Owen Smith comes, but Justin Miracle trying to prevent a breakaway, called with the foul. Good call by the referee. Miracle did the right thing. You certainly don't want to be going the other direction in that situation. Not a dangerous area. Ball deep into Seneca territory. They're going to go for a long ball here, and it gets played deep. Jason Roman up, lifts his hands up to make sure he doesn't get called for a foul. I think the ball hit him in the face or maybe even the chest. Ball bounces away. Seneca ends up with it. Ball gets played out to the right side. Jonathan Swan on the defense, and Seneca unable to keep possession. The ball gets knocked out of bounds. Zoe Peterson with the throw. Ball gets headed back. Oh, Seneca now, dangerous opportunity. Owen Smith comes across the box. Luckily it was a heavy touch. We're going to have another long throw in here. Throw-in comes into the 18. Gets roll sinker there to break up the shot, and the ball gets cleared out to midfield. Challenging is Sam Pasadelis. Ball gets played short in the back for Seneca. They go forward. Chested forward. Jonathan Ross there on defense. He's able to win the ball. He's got time, and now able to pick his head up with a left-footed clearance. It goes out to midfield. Roll sinker there to challenge, but Seneca able to come out playing and clean with possession, but their pass forward is going to end up going out of bounds for a North Allegheny goal kick. We are just under 4 minutes left in regulation. JP with the goal kick. Ball goes out wide to Bryce Burrows, but out of bounds. He's unable to reach it. Zora Peterson with the challenge, and that ball ends up going out for a Seneca throw. Again, Peterson with the clearance. Bryce Burrows knocking the ball back. Seneca keeps possession. The ball gets played forward. Zora Peterson there to shield the ball, and he's able to shield it out of bounds for a North Allegheny goal kick. Well played by Zora Peterson. JP with the clearance. Ball goes up to midfield. Up for the ball is Sinker. He's able to flick it forward for Sam Pasadelis. Pasadelis unable to bring it down. JD Renats heads the clearance. Justin Miracle up for the header in the middle of the field. He gets knocked down hard from behind. Referee says play on. Bryce Burrows to Pasadelis to Bryce Burrows. In for Sinker. Oh, that was very close. Good job. Keeper comes out and wins that, but Justin Miracle is still down. We are back underway. Justin Miracle is fine and stays in the game. Ball gets played deep by Seneca Valley. That's going to go out for a North Allegheny goal kick. We are just at 2 minutes remaining in regulation. NA not necessarily showing any sense of urgency here. Ball goes to midfield, won by Seneca, headed back. Jason Roman knocks it forward, but it ends up with Seneca Valley feet. Jonathan Ross with a step, but the ball goes in behind Owen Smith for the goal! And the probably game winner for Seneca Valley with the through ball on the outside. A minute 37 remaining. And he's got a minute 37 to make something happen. They've got all the players forward. Ball goes back to Jonathan Ross. He plays it deep. There's not time here to mess around. NA unable to get there, and now Seneca with the throw-in. Throw-in comes in. NA is pushing forward.
Seneca Valley goal.
JD Renats plays that ball out of bounds.
38 minutes, 23 seconds of the second.
Tinker wins the ball. Miracle with the header. Sam Pasadelis turns. He tries to go back to Miracle. Miracle able to get there, but it's called a goal kick for Seneca Valley. There is 1 minute remaining now in the game. 30 seconds remaining. NA really not able to keep possession of the ball and keeps giving it away to Seneca Valley. Throwing goes deep. They're just going to knock it forward, and they do, taking the ball down the sideline, probably going to be headed for the corner. Jonathan Ross there to slow him down. They dribble the ball out of bounds. 20 seconds left. Their only hope is to dink it forward and try to make something happen. Ball goes out. Jonathan Ross unable to win the tackle, ends up in JP's hands. 10 seconds remaining in the game. Ball goes to midfield, headed forward. It's going to result in a throw-in. There's not enough time, though. This game's going to end 3-2 Seneca.